Hi, my name is Abigail Dixon, and you're watching The American Athlete. My name is Abigail Dixon, and I go by Abby. I compete on the World Qualifying Series, the QS, and we are at the U.S. Open of Surfing. This is the biggest women's QS event of the year. High energy, everyone's pumped on surfing, so we love that. I love to see the energy, all the excitement brings in a ton of people to focus on surfing and puts us on the stage, which is pretty cool because it helps to just have an event that's centered around surfing and celebrating surf culture. When competing against someone that's a high ranking over me, I try not to think about it because surfing, you see upsets all the time. Like, it can happen to anyone. You see some of these like rookies taking out the veterans. Sometimes it just who the ocean favors that day, and it does come down to the ocean a lot because you're just playing in the waves and you never know what's gonna come. Like, the ocean's unpredictable, so it doesn't really matter that much. Obviously, it's a little intimidating coming up against someone that you know is like most likely gonna beat you, but anyone can pull through in a surfing event, which is, I think, one of the unique things about surfing is you're dealing with such a uncontrolled source that it's not the same conditions every time you practice. Like, skating is dope, but even skating, like, you're practicing the same thing in the same course every time, but every time you go out into the ocean, it's just a whole new game. To prepare for a competition, I always like to make sure that I've been eating lighter foods. Like, I don't like to compete on a full stomach. It just makes you feel weighed down and kind of yucky, so I try to eat just lighter, like smoothies and that sort of thing, carbs, stuff to fuel me, just paying attention to making sure I'm getting the proper carb and protein amounts. And that I do like to do yoga and Pilates, and just to keep me lean and help with balance and just staying calm going into a heat. When talking to someone who is about to learn how to surf, if there's fear involved, I like to tell them, like, the ocean is your friend. And I know that sounds corny and everything, but it is. Like, it's not trying to hurt you. Like, it's not something that's hunting you. Like, yeah, there's sharks, whatever, but like, you're more likely to get struck by lightning than get attacked by a shark. So that's just, I don't even think about that out there. But I think just knowing that it's there for fun, and if you're in this like fearful mind state and you're not embracing the moment, then you are gonna have a hard time out there, and you're gonna kind of get beat up a little bit. And I even go out there sometimes, and if I go out with a mentally defeated mindset, then I know that I'm not gonna be surfing well that day, so I just have to like reset. But it's the same for someone who wants to learn how to surf. Like, you have to go out with a positive mindset and be safe too. Don't be silly. Like, if you see that there's giant waves coming through and it's your first day trying to learn how to surf, like, probably just wait till another day. I've been surfing since I was 10, and that's when I discovered I wanted to become a professional surfer and pursue this. So it worked out all for the greater good, because in 7th grade I ended up getting bullied by these girls in my PE class. Because of that, my vice principal, she said that I could take independent study for surfing. And then I was on high school surf team, 4 years of high school, and just been working towards the dream of living a life of a full-time professional surfer. Right now I'm like working side jobs and just trying to scrape together funds to do last-minute travels for all the events. So just as far as like finding a sponsor that is willing to help fund the dream and doing more events is kind of my immediate goals, and then eventually qualifying for the championship tour.